Hello grade 5 children, in today's session we are going to see the chapter 4 arithmetic operation. So in this chapter one question has been given for you, just look over into that. What can I know about the solution before solving the problem? So ஒரு problem solve பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி we have to know whether it is addition problem or subtraction, multiplication or division. Right, yes. Next, overview. In this lesson we will see about how to find the approximate solution. Then arithmetic operations on number with 7 digits. Then use approximation to check solution. So these are the 3 points you have to remember. Accurate means finding the exact value. Next, approximate, which is close to the actual value but not the exact value. Next one is estimate. It is like a rough calculation. Okay, now just take page number 89. Is it always necessary to find the exact solution to a problem? No. In certain situation we can't find the exact solution. Right. So just write the answer as no. Now just see, the following passages are taken from the newspaper article. So some passages are here and some words are highlighted also. And the numbers given are not very accurate and we have to write the reason that could not include the accurate values here. So we have to write the number and we have to give the reason why it is not exact. So first question I am going to read out here. The population of an Asian elephant in India is estimated to be around 27,000. So here the number is 27,000 and the population of an elephant may increase or it may decrease. So we can't count the exact value. So it is not possible to count all the elephants. You have to write it. So see the second question. More than 500,000 viewers watched the third Women's Ashes ODI on television. What is the number here? Yes, it is 500,000. So write in the box. Then we can't calculate the accurate value how many persons have watched the television. So we have to give the answer as no way to find out how many people watched the program in television. Now just come to question number 3. The organizers estimated at least 350,000 people had turned up and newspaper reported it as 10 of thousands. So what is the number? 350,000. And so 350,000 people had turned up. Turned up means surprised. But the newspaper reported as tens of thousands. So it is not possible to accurately calculate in a big crowd. So now just take the next page, page number 90. In many cases we calculate the accurate answer to a problem, but in some cases we are not. So here the elephant, as we have seen the example before, we can't count the elephants accurately. And second part, we make an estimate for a future event. For example, we can roughly calculate how many plates of food will be needed for a party happening next week. It may be 20 or 30. We can calculate like a rough calculation, right? Yes. Now move on to the next page, page number 91. We are going to do 4.2. Read the following examples. So here some example has been given for you and we are going to place a tick in the appropriate places. Whether we are getting an approximate answer or an accurate answer. Approximate means which is not exact but closer to the value, and accurate means which is an exact value. So now just see the first question. Calculate the amount of money you should take to buy grocery on a list. That is the first question. So we can't take the accurate amount to the grocery shop, right? So the answer is an approximate answer. Next question, calculate the length of the cloth to buy for a pant or a skirt. So while measuring the cloth, 1 centimeter may exceed or decrease. So it is also an approximate answer. Now the third question, count the number of votes 2 candidates got in an election. So it should be very accurate, then only we can decide which person won the election. Now just move on to the next one, count the scores in a cricket game. It is also an accurate answer. We can't count approximately. Now just move on to the next question. Calculate the total money deposited in a bank. Yes, we can also calculate accurately. Then next one, calculate the number of letters received by a post office. And for this we can count the number of letters accurately. So the answer is an accurate answer. So you just complete this in your book. And children, this is for your self work. Write one example of your own for each. You have to give one example for an approximate answer and one example for an accurate answer. Now in the same page number 92, here one passage is given for you. Tinu belongs to a type of a butterfly called the tiger butterfly. Remember the name of the Tinu. Okay, every year lakhs of tiger butterflies fly together from the west of India to the east. So it flies from west to east. Then the young ones fly back to the west. You remember that passage? Then here one question has been given for you. How would you like to be a part of 1 lakh people? You have to write the answer in the dash. Now just take the next page, page number 93. When was the last time you were part of a huge crowd? You have to write the answer in the dash. Next question, did you like being in a crowd? Just mark yes, no or maybe. Then third question, do you like talking to strangers in a crowd? I don't like talking to a stranger. What is your answer? You have to give it. Next, again we are going with the Tinu now. So Tinu was born in a park in Bangalore. Her parents were from Nilgiri mountains in Tamil Nadu. One November morning, her mother travelled west with a group of 25 lakhs butterfly. The whole sky was filled with colorful wings. Next, today, Tinu is travelling to the Nilgiri mountain with a group of 16 lakh 80,000 butterfly. So here you have to remember 25 lakh as well as 16 lakh 80,000. So see the next page. How much bigger is her mother's group when compared to Tinu's group? How much bigger? How much in question ketirukanga, so you have to do the subtraction. So you have to subtract 25 lakh and 1 lakh 60 and 16 lakh 80,000. If you are subtracting, you will be getting the answer like this. So we have to get borrow and we have to do the subtraction. So the answer is 88 lakh 20,000. So next, how big would their group if both Tinu's group and her mother group travel together? So together means we have to do addition operation. So if you add these two numbers, what will be your answer? Yes, 0 plus 8, 8, then 5 plus 6, 11, and carry over 1, the answer is 4. So this is your answer. Now move on to the next page. There were 3 kinds of butterflies in her group. Let us call them as type 1, type 2 and type 3. Type 1 as tiger butterfly, type 2 as common crow butterfly and type 3 as double crow butterfly. And in the table, the number of type 1 butterfly has been given. The number 2 and number 3 has not been given, but the keyword is or equal to the number. Type 2 and type 3 are equal to the number. So we have to calculate the number of butterflies in these 2 types. But how can we calculate? Yes. Now just see the next page. By doing subtraction from the total, we can find out the answer because both the numbers are equal. So if you are doing the subtraction, you will be getting the answer like this, right? Yes, it is 4,20,000. So to find out the answer for type 2 and type 3, we have to divide 4,20,000 by 2. Then only we can get the correct answer. So 2 2s are 4, then 1 2s are 2, so it is 42. So after that zeros are there, so I am just putting zeros in the quotient place. So again we got as 42,000. So by subtracting this, we got the answer as 0. So the answer is 2,10,000. You have to write the answer in the dash as well as in the previous page also. So in this Tinu story, each little butterfly flies through cities and villages, over hills and rivers. So some butterflies may have stayed behind in other places or may have got lost. So we need not to calculate the exact solution to this problem. One way to calculate it easily, it is to round off. So I just round off here 16,80,000 to the highest place. We got the answer as 17 lakh. So I'm just going to round off this number and I'm going to calculate this. If you are subtracting both this number, the answer is 8 lakh. So after that, after rounding off this two number, 16,80,000 to 17 lakh and 12,000, 16,000 to 13 lakh. After rounding off, so you have to round off to the highest place. After subtraction, you will be getting the answer like this. Yes. Now just move on to the next page, page number 96. We are going to do 4.4. Find the solution to the given problem by rounding off the numbers to the highest place. So here 55,55,557. If you round off to the highest place, you will be getting as 60 lakh, right? Yes. Then if you round off 1,23,499 to the highest place value, you will be getting the answer as 1 lakh. So it is more than 5, so we rounded up, and it is less than 5, so we rounded down. So after completing, you have to write down the answer. You have to add it and find out the answer. Now just see the next page. You have to round off 10 lakh to the highest place, then 10,050 to the highest place. So 10 lakh is, if you are rounding off, you will be getting 10 lakh, then 10,050 as 10,000. After that you have to do the subtraction. Then see the C sum. This will be as 10 lakh again, then 20 will be as 20 only. After that you have to do the product, that means multiplication. Then see the D sum. I'll do this for you. So 50,000, if you are rounding off, you will be getting 50,000, and 501, that means 501, if you rounding off, you will be getting the answer as 500. And if you are doing the division, so 1/500 is 500, then you have to put 2 zeros in the quotient place, then the answer will be 0. So up to this you have to do. Then complete the E sum also in the next page. Do this as a self work. Thank you children. We'll meet in our next session.